Good evening, sports fans. Grenada's Anderson Peters is set to compete in Kenya on Saturday. The double world men's javelin champion Anderson Peters is in Nairobi and set to compete on Saturday at the 2025 ABSA Kino Classic, the sixth stop on the World Athletics Continental Tour Gold Series. After weeks of uncertainty over a suitable venue, the Kenyan capital is now ready to host top international and local track and field stars. First held in 2020, the Continental Tour Gold is an annual series of independent competitions recognized by World Athletics. The Kip Kino Classic joined the series in 2021 after receiving certification. On Monday, Athletics Kenya announced the installation of an air quality monitoring center at the Unlizi Sports Complex, the venue for this year's event. Peters, who claimed Olympic bronze in Paris 2024 and previously struck gold at the Doha 2019 and Eugene 2022 World Championships, is one of the event's key attractions. Decathlete Lyndon Victor is poised to make a long-awaited return to action this weekend at the globally acclaimed Hypo meeting in Austria. The two-day meet, taking place May 31st to June 1st, will be Victor's first outing since his historic bronze medal at the 2024 Paris Olympics. The meet forms part of the World Athletics Combined Events Tour Gold and remains a magnet for the world's top multi-event athletes. Victor, the Commonwealth Games champion and national record holder, will be the lone representative from the English-speaking Caribbean in the men's decathlon, carrying regional hopes on his shoulders. Known for his power, technical range, and competitive grit, he enters Gotsis as one of the most consistent and dangerous contenders on the international circuit. The New York Knicks avoided elimination with a dominant 111-94 win over the Indiana Pacers on Thursday night at Madison Square Garden. New York never trailed and led by as many as 22 points to force a Game 6 on Saturday in Indiana. The Knicks were once again led by Jalen Brunson, who put up 32 points on 12 for 18 shoots, while Karl Anthony Towns supplied 24 points and 13 rebounds despite battling foul trouble. New York held Indiana to its lowest point total of the playoffs through relentless defense and a disciplined game plan. Meanwhile, Game 4 hero Tyrese Halliburton had a forgettable night, scoring just 8 points on 7 field goal attempts. The series now stands at 3-2 as the teams head back to Indiana for Game 6, when the Pacers will seek their first NBA Finals appearance since 2000. Game 6 is set for Saturday night in Indianapolis. The Oklahoma City Thunder, who dispatched the Minnesota Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals 4-1, will host the East winner in Game 1 of the NBA Finals on June the 5th. More than 1,000 athletes representing local and regional clubs will converge at the Granny James Athletic Stadium for the 2025 edition of the Whitsuntide Games. The meet is set for June 7th and 8th. Organizers are expecting athletes from Barbados, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Antigua, Guyana, and Trinidad and Tobago. The Whitsuntide Games was the region's premier athletic championship in the late 90s. President of the Grenada Athletics Association, Conrad Francis, says plans are well underway. The Games, according to Francis, have become a primary staple on the country's sporting calendar.
This was started in the 1950s and, it was handed down to present day. So we have a structure in which we follow, and build on that structure over the years. The Games has gone through a lot of challenges in the past. If we talk about Ivan and we talk about Beryl and so on. In fact, last year we had to cut short the Games to 1 day. I'm happy to announce that this year it is back.
Meanwhile, football fans haven't been left out, as the Grenada senior men's national football team is set to play an international friendly on Saturday against Anguilla in preparation for the upcoming World Cup qualifiers in June. The match will kick off at 7 o'clock p.m. at the Granny James Athletic Stadium.
The game on Saturday again, and I would urge that, the Grenadians come out it's a love. Just come out, show support, let the guys see that, you know, you have their backs. You know, once they see that, once they feel that, they would perform. And that's all we ask. And, you know, Saturday, next week, Wednesday, which is June 4th, we just look forward to the support. And going forward, we look forward to that continued support. And eventually, we will get the results we want.
That was the team's coordinator for the local football association, Shamar Mark. And that's what's been happening in sports.